Hey everybody, this is Mr. Brooks. This is the second part of the practice writing word problems for the constraints unit, and this is going over systems. When you have a system of equations, you can solve it using graphing, you can solve it using substitution method, which is like plug in, and you can solve it with the elimination, which is where you try to add down and cancel things out. So in the last video, we talked about rules for writing equations, and I wrote the equations for you. This is the worksheet, and if you did not watch that and you're confused about how I got the equations, check out the other video where I go over the equations. So I don't have a lot of room on here because I filled it up a little bit. So I'm gonna work on this separate paper, so I'm just gonna do the first couple. And we'll figure out if we're going to use substitution or elimination. Not really I wouldn't really recommend using graphing for any of these. You know, if you have graph paper and that's kind of what you want to do, okay, but really substitution and elimination should get you there. So the first one, we had the two equations, 7.30 plus 0.65x, and then y equals 6.8 plus 0.9x. And as you see, they're both equal to y, so that means we're going to set them equal to each other. And in the word problem, it says cost the same, so that should tell you to set them equal to each other. So I've got 7.30 plus 0.65x equals 6.8 plus 0.9x. Notice when you set them equal to each other, the y goes away, right? I mean, this is y, but this is also y because the y's are equal. And you can rewrite it and use the elimination, but because you have it in y equals, you know, essentially mx plus b form, just go ahead and do it this way is my recommendation. So I'm going to get the x's together. I'm going to minus 0.65x, minus 0.65x. And try not to do too much math on video, but it should be like 0.25. So 0.9 minus 0.65 equals 0.25. So 0.25x, and then I'm going to minus 6.8 and minus 6.8. So 7.3 minus 6.8 is 0.5. So 0.5 is equal to 0.25x. And then divide by 0.25, divide by 0.25. I just canceled that because I'm in a hurry, but I don't want to. 0.5 divided by 0.25 is 2. And I'm just going to double check the decimal here. Yeah, so you would get two toppings for them to be equal to each other. X in this case was the number of toppings. We were talking about pizza. I think number 2 is going to be substitution, but it's going to look a little different. We had last week is equal to 6 plus 3 times this week. They used L and T instead of X and Y. And then they had L plus T is equal to 110. That was the number of CDs. And what you're looking for is you're looking for this L is equal to this amount. So this is an amount because this is length. So we can just plug that in right here. So we're going to have 6 plus 3t plus t is equal to 110. So if that makes sense, is L equals, and that tells you that this is ready to be plugged in for the variable in the other equation. So this would be 6 plus 4t, combine like terms, is equal to 110, and then minus 6 minus 6. 4t is equal to 104, and divide by 4, divide by 4, and that's going to be 21, 26. So this week they sold 26 CDs. Yeah, 25 times 4 is 100, so one more. I'm gonna do number 4 because number 4 is gonna be a elimination. So this is number 4. And we had x plus y equals $2.10. And this was tacos and milk, I think. So 1 taco, 1 milk. And if you have 2 and 3 milk, it's $5.15. Okay, so you'll notice that the x and y are on the same side, and they're kind of lined up, like the x's and y's and the answers. So we want to use the elimination, but we're going to have to multiply the row. So multiply the row by 2. Okay, and the reason I'm multiplying the top row by 2 is because I want these two to line up where they're going to cancel off. In fact, just to make it easy, I'm going to multiply by -2. If I multiply by +2, I would subtract, but I'm going to multiply by -2. That'll give me the inverse, and so I'll just add down. And if I add, I tend to make fewer mistakes. So we're going to multiply the row. So x times -2 is -2x. Y times -2 is -2y is equal to $4.20. This is negative. So notice everything got multiplied by -2, okay? And then this row I don't have to do anything because when I rewrite it, so this is just rewriting it, you'll notice that right here, if I add down, this eliminates, this cancels. And that's what I'm looking for. That goes away. -2 plus 3 is just y, and that just tells me -420 plus 515 is 95 cents. So y is 95 cents. All right, and it asks for both the taco and the glass of milk. So this is the glass of milk. So we can plug this into any equation to find the taco. So it's tacos plus the 95-cent glass of milk. It's a cheap glass of milk, is equal to $2.10. And then I can solve for x. So I'm going to take 210 minus 95, and I should get $1.15. So the taco is equal to $1.15. So you're solving for both variables in this one, okay? So this was substitution where you set them equal to each other. This is substitution where you plug in, which is just like this, but a little different, or it's set up different. And then this is the elimination where you have to multiply by a row in order to find a variable that's going to cancel off, okay? All right, hopefully that helps, and try your best, see if you can get the answers, and then check your answers on the key.